Oh, I hope they don't wipe out Manhattan.
No, that would be rubbish.
Move over, James Bond. There's a new action hero in town. Leading man Gabriel Basso joins us now. Do they wipe out Manhattan? Please say it isn't so.
I don't know. You'll have to watch.
They certainly could if they wanted to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you first read this script, did you imagine that it was going to be as hugely successful as it is?
No, because it's a subjective art medium. Like, you never know how people are going to react to it, how, the show's going to do. And when you're in it and you're making the show, you just sort of, it was a tough show to make. So the brutal scheduling, a lot of night shoots, and you're just sort of day to day at a time. And then, I'm psyched people liked it, but, you can't anticipate that level.
It becomes a thing, though, doesn't it, Gabriel? Because, of course, you make it and you can enjoy the process, and it can be hard and brutal, and then it goes out, and then all of a sudden Netflix turn around and they say, oh gosh, it's doing quite well. Over 812 million hours of screening or streaming people have taken watching you play this character.
It is kind of nuts. Well, and especially when, time is the sort of only resource that we have.
The most valuable commodity, right?
Yeah, and people just sink it into the show. And you look at it, someone divided the amount of hours into years, and it was like 900-something years.
Wow.
It's mind-blowing. It's crazy. It's like you could have built a cathedral.
Yeah,
or
you
something.
Did. You built a cathedral to Peter Sutherland. That's what you did. And you nearly didn't get the role because of a beard.
That's true,
Is that actually true?
Yeah, I think, in defense of Sean and the casting team and everything, they get thousands of tapes.
Of course.
So I think they're going initially off of the reaction of how they look, and then they saw me with a beard and were like, nope. And then, and then I grew one for season 2. So
yeah, exactly that.
So what can you tell us about season 2? Because obviously we've been gripped with season 1. So now Peter has been given a promotion. He's not sitting in the room anymore with the phone. He's saved the president. I mean, you've had a very busy time of it. You really have.
National hero.
I think Manhattan might be safe, actually.
Well, yeah.
Where is his head at now?
Well, he's not thinking about cheating on his wife. Like Jason.
Like Jason.
I still got a bone.
What about Rose, though? What about Rose?
That was Jason in our phone-in. Gabriel was listening to the phone-in. Yeah.
Dude, doesn't matter. Have some honor. Your word is your bond.
Maybe we can come back and get you to do a phone-in for something as well at some point,
Some
Gabriel.
hard love advice. I think I'd get arrested for the advice I give.
So where is your character season 2?
It's his first field deployment. He's trying to find his footing, I guess, as a night agent, and he's working under or being guided by Brittany Snow's character, Alice. So she's sort of showing him the ropes in Bangkok, and he's trying to figure everything out.
One of the things, like when Kat and I started working together to bond, to get to know each other a little bit better, we went out for lunch and we had a few too many drinks. You and your co-star in this, Rose, you did something slightly more extreme. When you
took her bungee jumping.
You took her bungee jumping. Was that an easy conversation?
Don't even think about it.
She said no a few times, but I was like, it's in Whistler in Vancouver. It's beautiful. Oh, yeah, they told me to just jump off there. But
wow.
So you just jumped. How did she get on?
I think they pushed her off because she wouldn't do it. Her, knees locked up or something, and they had to sort of push her off. But it is a weird feeling because you're leaving. I do a bunch of skydiving stuff as well, but there's no dead air because you get, sort of pulled back by the wind. With bungee jumping or base jumping, you're leaving a platform and you have that moment of dead space.
Ground rush as well, right?
Yeah, so it is a little weird.
Did it work? Did it bond the two of you?
Did she like
I think
you
so.
afterwards?
I don't know. I don't know. It was fun, though. She's definitely had a bit of an adrenaline high, I think. But bonding through trauma, nice.
It's a good way to do it.
But you love adrenaline. You love the adrenaline rush. You even want to do your own stunts. Have you watched people like Tom Cruise when he does all his own stunts? He hangs onto the side of planes and.
Yeah, and they work all that stuff out with someone beforehand to make sure he'll be alive. They don't just throw him up there.
That's important.
Is that what you're aiming for, though, that level of stunts?
No, I just think that, I don't know why he does it, but for me specifically, the reason I want to do it is less to say that I can do my own stunts and everything, and more for the audience immersion factor of not having to hide anything. When you're watching it and, I'm getting stuff thrown at me or whatever, slamming somebody onto a table, and it cuts away from me, I think the way I think about it is death by 1,000 cuts. As an audience, you're subliminally being something's being hidden from you. And I think you know that on some level, and there's only so many times you can do that before the audience goes, you know, what
That's not him, yeah.
Yeah, or what am I watching?
So it feels more authentic.
Yeah, or it's like watching a green screen fight. It's like at some point you just tune out and you're like, okay, I'm watching pixels.
Sure. Yeah.
You don't care as much, you know?
It's certainly very engaging, this series of Night Agent, because you can clearly see the commitment from all the cast in terms of that side of it. I wanted to ask you a little bit about Hillbilly Elegy, because, of course, you took a bit of time out from your acting, then came back with this role, and you played JD Vance's character, who has now just been sworn in as the new Vice President of America. That must have been a fascinating experience, because meeting JD Vance, the JD Vance that you played him back then is sort of a different man to the Vice President. Did you ever see that happening?
No, you know, it was wild, like, meeting him, first of all. But then for me, it's a crazy experience, because for now, all of human history, or all of American history, all be forever sort of in his Wikipedia page, like, portrayed by Gabriel Basso. So that's been kind of wild for me to think about, that I played a politician. And then also, it's weird to think I don't know anything about vice presidents.
Right.
You know, like, when's the last time? Everybody knows the name, but no one knows anything about them. And then the one that, you know, people, I guess, know about, you can watch a movie about him.
Yes.
And it was made before he was vice president. So it's kind of a weird realization that, yeah, like, people know stuff more about him now because of me, in a way. It's kind of a weird feeling, but pretty
As
cool.
Ben said, you were acting when you were younger, and then you took a break. Why did you decide to take a break? What was it that you wanted to do?
Experience life, I think, and not in the, you know, that way, but in a. So I have my DSWA walling license.
What is
like dry stack walling, like y'all's
You build?
walls.
So like a plasterer?
No, like the dry stack walls that you guys have, like in the Cotswolds and everything.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Okay, like a
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, my
So
wife does this. She loves it.
Oh,
she went and
great.
did a course. Like, you've done the old school craft.
Yeah, so
You can do dry stone walling.
Yeah, I got my walling license, and basically the way I think about it is it's a strange. Look, actors are insulated from reality in a lot of ways. And I remember I was getting a coffee. I was coming off a walling site. It was covered in dirt, and this guy recognized me in his coffee shop, and he's like, "The Night Agent? You know, are you the Night Agent?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "What's all the dirt from? Like, are you in wardrobe or costume?" And I was like, "No, I'm working." And he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm 20. I was 28 at the time. I was like, I'm 28, and you're asking me why I'm working? Like, there is something that I think is wrong in today's day and age where I can retire at 30 years old. I don't think I should be able to. I think that it's my responsibility to work as a man. You know, you get a trade, you become self-sufficient, and it feels wrong for me to go through life with people getting me water. You know, it feels wrong. I'll do that when I'm old and I can't get up from the couch.
Sure.
You know? But right now, it's like, you meet a 30-year-old man who's never been in a fight, who doesn't have a trade, who doesn't have who's not contributing anything to society other than acting.
Yeah. You've got a strong work ethic, a strong ethic, full stop. So are you available for dry stone walling in case any of our viewers...
I'm building a house at the moment, so I could do with it.
Yeah, I don't live here in England.
No, but you know, it'd be interesting to get the Night Agent to do your dry stone walling.
I don't know how much time he's got on his hands.
Yes, you're a bit
he's
busy at the
saving
moment.
Manhattan, and he's about to shoot Series 3.
Come on, Jason, dude. Don't cheat on your wife, man.
He'll
Don't do
our
it.
phone
You have kids, dude.
Gabriel, thank you for popping in.
Gabriel.
Please.
Thank
It's great
you.
to meet you.
Thank you.
The Night Agent is out tonight on Netflix.
Yes, all on Netflix.
hello.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.